Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Chay Plays Minecraft. It's me, Kay, and this is Minecraft Day 59. We've got a little more work to do to basically put the hello there, to put the finishing touches on the patron area. And then we've also got some other fun stuff to talk about that I think is going to be of interest to people. First and foremost, this will be of absolutely no surprise to you if you are viewing this on YouTube, but I am using YouTube again. Some time ago, they relaxed some of their more stupid policies that I couldn't really agree to. Oh, I nearly fell off there. And they stopped trying to get me to change my name, which is my actual name, and stop insulting me repeatedly by telling me I have a weird, funny name. So I'm able to use their service again, and that's nice. I've started uploading everything as kind of a backup, but because, of course, YouTube does have some restrictions on copyright that I don't agree with, I have the ability, because I have my own website at chayplays.com, to just host videos there that YouTube is not okay with. So if you are watching this on the Chay Plays website, be advised that I do have a YouTube right now, and I will put a link to that in the news around this time some point, and I will try to put a link to that later as well. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you already know that. But this will be the last digging episode I'm doing while I'm just talking about stuff. There's a lot to cover because I've been out for a month. Oh, how am I going to get in there? Oh, that's how I'm going to get in there. Okay. That was easy. Never mind. But I am using YouTube again, and that is actually pretty cool. I'm uploading several videos every day. YouTube will be a backup source. If there's ever a video on there that I can't upload due to some copyright ID issue or something, I will just post a video of me saying, hey, this video is not available here on YouTube. Here's a link to it on Chay Plays, and you'll just be able to view it there. So everything is quite cool there. You'll always be able to view Chay Plays without ads, of course, because I don't like ads. Even if they might be on a YouTube video because of, I don't know, content copyright or something, somebody else monetizing the video because they own music or something from it or the game or something like that, which is fine. If it's something somebody actually owns and they want to monetize it, that's their prerogative. But no, I will never actually be running ads. If you see them, they're not mine, so feel free to block them or whatever. I don't care. I don't like ads myself, and I block them whenever possible anyway. But what else was I going to talk about with YouTube? Yeah, everything on there is going to be out of date as well. Everything on there is at least a month old at all times, so if you want the very newest stuff and you're watching this on YouTube, you should be watching me on www.chayplays.com, where I and the rest of the Chay Plays crew, as it were, have our videos up to date every week. So go check that out if you're watching me on YouTube, because I've got my own site, and it's even better. At least I think it is. Now, on the other business notes, speaking of the whole patron shrine thing, my Patreon's doing really well, and I wanted to say again, thank you to everybody who's helping me out. With the whole Patreon thing, I've been able to make a pretty respectable amount of money off doing this, and it encourages me to keep doing it as much as possible, because I feel like I can build a real livelihood off of it, and building a community at the same time is also amazing. We've got with the Steam group, and with the community that's going to start up on YouTube, no doubt, and the people who are helping me out and everything. I just really love being around everybody and doing this stuff. The stream community's great. Just, it's fun to interact with people. That is really the core of gaming to me, is just, it's a social thing. We've always played games as a species, even before we had much of a concept of play. We've always tried to, because it's an important thing to us mentally. And I don't understand completely why that is. I do know that it is, but I don't know the whys of it. I'm not a behavioral scientist, and I don't have a lot of knowledge in that field, although I try to have knowledge in virtually everything because I like to be a learned person. That's just something I don't know a whole lot about. I do think it's a really cool subject, and if you happen to be an expert in behavioral science or behavioral psychology, kudos to you. You're in a really interesting field. I think that's just fascinating. And I'm going to take a quick break here to Michael Jackson these. Floor's lighting up. Billie Jean. Okay. Sorry, have to do it. I love those. I want to be able to put like a giant field of those. If I can somehow make the redstone dust blocks and just have them light up everywhere I run. I would love to get to do that if I somehow could. But once you knock them out, they're gone, sadly, and you just get the dust. You can't just impregnate a granite block with it, sadly. But other business stuff, the Patreon's doing well. Streams have been a blast. We had that stream of Besiege that was absolutely fantastic just recently, because I have been streaming once a week, even if I haven't been doing the YouTube and the Chay Plays website recording stuff. And I know everybody had a good time with that. I hope people will attend streams, because they are a lot of fun. They're probably the most fun you can have. I don't record them. They're a special, just be there or be square kind of thing. And they are super enjoyable for me. And I think a lot of people are having fun with them. I sometimes stream Hearthstone. I stream a lot of weird games in general. At the time of this recording, I think I'm doing Dying Light, which has been a blast to play. I like to stream because the live commentary is a very different experience for people, I think, over the pre-recorded stuff, which is usually me talking about just various things on these kinds of videos. And with the live commentary, I get to engage people, and that's a lot more fun in a lot of ways. Gonna barricade that off in a minute. This will be the last video, as I said, for a long time of me just digging around and doing junk. There we go. That's a nice little... Oh, I can finish blocking that off. That area was a dead end anyway, so I don't much care about it. The real stuff happens down that route. That's where it got good last time. Okay. Let's just... smooth things out a little bit for us. There we go. Look at that. That's nice. Oh, hey, there's a perfect spot for my last granite block. I need to go make our smooth stone. It's not granite. Why do I keep calling that granite for? Huh. Well, I need to go make some more of that, which I will do off camera. The next time you see this place, I believe it will be done. And I'm going to work extensively on that, so it's going to be a short recording week for me. I have another important project I have to do. I have a friend actually in the industry of game development. It's been a friend of mine. I've known them for like 15 years or so. And they, just a couple months ago, had a game release on Steam, their first game. They did the art for it, and I really, really want to LP that for them, get them some exposure and stuff, because, well, they're just an awesome person, and I'm hoping that they're going to enjoy the LP. I wanted to do it last month when it was a little sooner, but then I had the medical problems and stuff and didn't feel like I could really do a good job. So I've been waiting until this month. I can't do it this week because they're in Portugal, I think, on vacation all this week, and they are going to actually do the title card art for it since they were the artists for the game. And that's just too cool of an opportunity to pass up, so I really want to let them do that. And I really want to get a chance to have that, so I'm going to wait till next week to be doing that game. I'm also going to be starting some new games because, of course, we did Final Fantasy right before my vacation sort of happened. And I don't have any outstanding games to complete right now, so it's time to pick some new ones. And I've got a short list of games I want to do. There's some that I think nobody's ever heard of. There's some that I think are pretty famous. But there's going to be some interesting stuff going on. Of course, everybody else has videos coming out too. Everybody's really been active lately with producing for Chay Plays, and it's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of really good new games out. I'm going to take a little time out in the middle of the month of June here, which if you're seeing this late, this doesn't matter. You can disregard it. It's just because Heavensward comes out for Final Fantasy XIV, and I love FF14. So I'm going to be playing the expansion just a little bit. I might not have time for a lot of recording that week that it comes out, but I will definitely still be doing some recording that week. So that's the general rundown on business. Now we're all caught up. It took about 3 episodes to get caught up with me, my health, and the whole Chay Plays business running. But we're generally caught up. So I think the next time you see Minecraft, we'll be doing something more exciting. I've got a map waiting for me up there in my house. We might do a little caving outside in the overworld, so to speak. I think that would be pretty cool to get to do. I'm going to definitely be working today off camera to get all of this stuff done. I want to get the patron shrine done. The next episode, if I say it, I'm going to have to hold myself to it. So I'm going to say it. The next episode is going to be me placing the blocks, and then we're going to get into adventure again. I'm going to be placing the various reward blocks for my patrons. My thank you to them for their support all this time. Especially while I was out not really producing anything last month. I really appreciated that. It helped out a lot. But this is for you guys, and there will be a special tribute to just all the viewers, whether you have given financially or just given of your viewing time to me, which I appreciate just as much. So stick around for the next episode because there's going to be a special tribute to everybody. It's going to be a very special episode. We're going to learn a thing or two about the magic of friendship. I'm going to find my goddamn torch. There it is. And I think we're going to have a good time, because that's the last set of stone, and that makes the landing, which means I can just dig all this out, and I don't have to worry about anything else. Yes! I also have to get some smooth stone to finish that off. I'm going to do a little more digging on camera here, since we got a few more minutes in this episode. I'm not going to spoil any of the games that I'm going to be playing, because I'm torn between several. And I don't know which one I want to do first, so I don't want to say, because I don't want to disappoint anybody if it's not the one that they want first. I am going to do a lot of games upcoming. I know a lot of it's very RPG oriented, which I do love. I do a lot of RPGs. They're what I grew up with as a kid, so I mostly like RPG games. But anything that tickles my fancy will probably show up on Chay Plays sooner or later. I will say at some point, once it's finished, I will absolutely play Besiege here, pre-recorded format on Chay Plays, because I had a blast streaming that. If you weren't there for that, you won't miss out on much, because I'll probably showcase some of the crazy crap I built in the stream, too. There we go. Okay, we've got it lit up in here. I've got to get that out of the way. I don't have anything else important to talk about, and you don't need to see me do this pointless busy work anymore. So I am going to end the recording here. I will see you guys next time. This will look very different. It will be complete, and I will be adding the blocks before we go on a caving adventure in the overworld. I will see you guys then. Goodbye for now, everybody.